Hello everyone, welcome back to Future I. In this class, let us continue to solve second model question paper of mathematics, questions from 29 to 33. Question number 29. Find the mean of the following data by direct method. Dear students, this year definitely you will get this kind of problem. Hence, practice mean finding problem by direct method. This is a given data, children. So for this data, we have to find mean by direct method. To find mean by direct method, we have to prepare a table of 4 columns. Let us look into that table now. Here, the first 2 columns we have taken from problem itself, the class interval and frequency. These 2 will be same, that we take it from the problem itself. But we have to learn the third column and the fourth column. The third column is for x and the fourth column is for fx. Now how to find the value of x? It's very simple. Look at the class interval. The first class interval is 1 to 5. Add 1 to 5. So we'll get 6. 6 divided by 2. 2 ones are and 2 threes are. Hence 3 is the midpoint of 1 and 5. This. Similarly for the second class interval, 5 add to 9 will get 14. 14 by 2 is 7. Next for 9 to 13 will get 11 and 13 to 17 15 and for 17 to 21 will get 19. This is a way of preparing x column. And next let us move on to the fourth column, that is for fx. Fx in the sense we have to find the product of f and x. Now here 4 multiplied to 3 will get 12. 3 multiplied to 7 will get 21. 5 multiplied to 11 will get 55. 7 multiplied to 15, 105. 1 multiplied to 19 will get 19. And next, in the table, wherever f columns will be there, here f is there and here fx is there. In fx, f is present. Wherever f is present, those columns we have to add. This is a clue for you. See, here f is there, hence we have added this. If you add f, we'll get sigma f. So sigma f is 20. If you add all these numbers, we'll get 20. Similarly, here fx is there. If you add, we'll get sigma fx. And if you add all these numbers, we'll get 212. Now the table is ready. By using this table, let us find the mean. Let us take mean finding formula now. X bar is equals to sigma fx by sigma f. Very important. Keep it in the mind, this formula. Here sigma fx is present and here sigma f is present. Let us substitute these numbers in the formula. We get this. Now let us simplify this. 2 tens are and 2 ones are 2 and the next number is 1. 1 is less than 2, we cannot divide, hence take the next digit. 12 will be having. So 2 digits we are taking at a time, hence we have to write 0 and 2 6 are 12. So 106 by 10 will get here. And here see in denominator 10 is there. So hence easily we can divide this. 106 right as it is. And in the denominator how many 0 there? 1 0 is there. Hence 1 digit backside you have to keep a point. So we'll get 10.6. This is a way of finding mean by direct method. So to solve this problem, the table columns keep it in the mind. first two columns will be there in question itself, and the third is for x and the fourth is for fx, and then formula. If you know these things, simply you can solve this problem. And in this problem we have choice question. Let us look into that. Find the mode of the following data. So mode problem also important. Definitely it will come for your examination. So this is the given table, children. Here we have two columns, class interval and frequency. See, whenever we are going to find the mode, the very first thing you wanted to do is in frequency column, which is the highest frequency, that you identify first. Your highest frequency is 15. Hence, draw one table for that like this. This is called model class. Every value we have to find by using this table itself. Here 15 is there. 15 is the highest frequency. Hence, this will be F1 value. Its preceding frequency is F0 value. We call it as F0. Its succeeding frequency we call it as F2. See how easily we find F1, F0 and F2 values. Identify the greatest frequency and put the box for that whole row, and its preceding frequency is F0 and its succeeding frequency is F2. And in this table, this is the lower limit, children. In the class interval, this is which you had put box. In that box, this is the lowest limit. Hence, that is the value of L. And next, what is the height, size of the class interval here? Size of the class interval is denoted by H, and here size of the class interval is 10. So, if you take any class interval, its difference is 10, children. Hence, 10 is H value. So, these are the values we want to need to find a mod. Now, let us group all these things, children. Just look in here. Here, F1 value is 15. See, F1 is 15. F0 is 9. This is F0 is 9. And F2 is 9. This one. 2 is the 9. And L is 20. This one. And next, H is 10. H means the size of the class interval. To subtract lower limit from higher limit, you will get H value. Now, all values are ready. Now, let us write the formula, substitute, and let us simplify now. The mod finding formula is L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Very important, in statistics chapter, you have to learn all formulas. You have to by heart those formulas. Now, let us substitute the values, children. So, L value is 20 and F1 value is 15, hence 15. F0 value is 9 and 2F1 means 2 into 15. F0 is 9, F2 is 9. The H value is 10. Now, we substituted all the values. Now, let us simplify this, children. So, this you write off as it is, 20 plus, and subtract this one. 15 minus 9 is 6, children. And 2 into 15 is 30, minus 9 is minus 18, and 10 will be as it is. And for the next step, let us simplify this denominator, remaining all let us write as it is. So 30 minus 8 is 12, children. Remaining all you write as it is. Next, let us simplify this one. 6 ones and 6 twos are 12, and here 2 ones and 2 5s. Now what is left out? 20 plus here 5 is left out. Here 1 is that, 1 into 5 is 5 itself. So for this full we will get 5, and here 20 is that, 20 plus 5 is 25. This is mod, children. Very simple. So formula, keep it in the mind and identify the highest frequency. With the help of that you find F1, F0, F2, L and H values. Next, let us move on to the another problem. 30th, prove that length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Children, this theorem is from circle chapter, second theorem. So that theorem yesterday I have explained. So that link will be provided in description. Kindly go through that link and watch this theorem. Let us move on to the another problem. The 31st problem. The slant height of a frustum of a cone is 4 cm and perimeters of its circular bases are 18 cm and 6 cm. Find the curved surface area of the frustum of cone. Children, in the examination, definitely one problem will be there from the concept of frustum of cone. And this problem is from the chapter surface area and volume. Understand what are the things they given in the problem. Slant height of the frustum of a cone is given. Slant height in the sense L, that is 4 cm. And perimeter of its circular bases are 18 cm and 6 cm. So perimeters given, and we need to find CSA of the frustum of the cone. So first, for that, let me take a suitable figure, children. It is the related figure. See, this is the slant height and this is R1. So this is the radius of upper end. R1 is the radius of upper end and R2 be the radius of the lower end. So first let us write off those things, children. So let R1 and R2 be the radius of upper and lower end of the frustum. And next, which value is given? L value is given, that is 4 cm. And what is the formula we use to find curved surface area of frustum? So that is pi into R1 plus R2 into L. Means we want R1 value and R2 value. But they have not given in the problem R1 and R values. Then how do you find? But curved surface, the circumference means the perimeter of a circular basis is given. So with the help of that, let us find R1 and R2 value first. So for that, circumference of upper end is equals to 18 cm. What is the circumference of circle finding formula? That is 2 pi r. So that will take it as 2 pi r1. So we are taking r1 because we are finding the radius of r1. So now let us find r1 value. So to find r1 write as it is. These two you transfer this side, children. So it will become to the denominator as r1 is equals to 18 by 2 pi centimeter. And here cancellation is possible, children. 2 ones and 2 nines. So r1 value will get 9 by pi centimeter. Children, you may ask why pi value you have not substituted, sir. So don't substitute pi value. If you find r2 value, so there also we get pi. So it helps us to find CSA very easily. If you substitute pi value, then also you'll get answer. But while calculating, so it takes much time. Hence, pi value don't substitute. So now we have got r value in terms of pi. Similarly, let us find r2 value. Let us write circumference of lower end, children, that is 6 cm. Now write 2 pi r2 is equals to 6. R2 you write it as it is, and this 2 pi transfer this side. It has become to the denominator. The cancellation is possible. 2 ones and 2 threes. So R2 value is 3 by pi centimeter. See, this is R1 value and this is R2 value. And L value they have given. And now we can easily find CSA of the frustum. So let us write the formula first. So pi into R1 plus R2 into L. Substitute the values, children. Pi let it be as it is. R1 value is 9 by pi plus R2 value is 3 by pi and L value is 4. See why I said to keep R1 and R2 values in terms of pi itself. See here pi is there and here also pi is there. We can easily get cancel these things. That's why I said. Now let us add these two things, children. See here denominators are same. When denominators are same, denominator write one time and add the numerators. So 9 plus 3 is 12 and in denominator write pi. Remaining all you write as it is, children. We get this 12 by pi we get. Now what happens here? See pi and pi will get cancelled. So if you write pi value as 22 by 7, it takes much time to simplify. Hence don't write. So now multiply 12 fours. So 12 fours 48 and we have found curved surface area. Means area we are finding. Hence the unit will be centimeter square. Curved surface area of frustum is 48 centimeters square. And in this problem we have another choice question also. Let us solve that also. The circumference of the base of a cylinder is 132 centimeter and its height is 25 centimeter. Find the volume of the cylinder. So very simple problem, children, it is. So here they are asking circumference of base of cylinder is 132. Circumference is given. I mean 2 pi r value is given, that is 132 centimeter. And height is 25 centimeter. So h value is given. Now we have to find volume of the cylinder. So volume of cylinder finding formula is pi r square h. H is given but r is not given. So first we have to find r, children. So for that first let me take a suitable figure. What is the figure, children? Height is given and the circumference 2 pi r value is given, r is not given, hence find r. Let r be the radius of the cylinder. So circumference is given. So circumference is equals to 2 pi r is equals to 132 centimeter. So with the help of this we find the r value, children. So substitute the values, children. 2 let it be as it is, pi value take 22 by 7. Now r let it be as it is. This 22 by 7 transfer this side, it will become as 7 by 22. Just like this, children, look at here. R is equals to 132 is as it is. 22 by 7 will become 7 by 22. And here multiplication 2 is there. This multiplication 2, if you transfer this side, it will become to the denominator. I repeat again. 2 into 22 by 7 will become as 7 by 22 into 2. Now let us simplify this, children. Here 2 ones and here 2 6 12. 1 is remainder, so again 6 2 6 12. Next 22 ones 22 3s 66, children. Now here 3 into 7 is the simple. So 3 7s 21. So 21 centimeter is radius. Now we have got radius. Now we can easily find volume of cylinder. So its formula is pi r square h. Now substitute the values. Pi value is 22 by 7. R value just now we have found 22. Hence 22 expand 2 times into h. Now let us simplify this. 7 ones and 7 threes. Now write all the numbers and multiply all these numbers. If you multiply all these numbers, we'll get 34,650 centimeter cube. Therefore, the volume of cylinder is equals to 34,650 centimeter cube. Next, let us move on to the another problem. 32. Draw a less than type ogive for the given data in the following table. So definitely you will get ogive problem. Either it is less than type or more than type. So practice well all these kind of problems, children. It is a given data. So here the table is not direct one. I mean in the table they have not given as less than type or more than type. Only class interval and frequency is given. When only class interval and frequency is given, table you have to prepare by yourself. The table should be having 4 columns, just like this. The first 2 columns will be as it is, which is there in the problem itself. Next, the third column is less than type and the fourth column is cumulative frequency. CF means cumulative frequency. So if you are preparing for more than type, so this column will be more than type 1. So in case they have given the problem like more than type and frequency, in that case no need to prepare the table. Here class interval and frequency is given, hence we are preparing the table. Now how to prepare the less than type? So very important. See, whenever you are preparing a less than type table, you have to concentrate on class interval, and in the class interval highest limit, not a lowest limit. You have to concentrate on highest limit. Here highest limit is 10, hence here you have to write less than 10. If it is more than type 1, you have to concentrate on lower limit. You have to write it as more than 0. Like that you have to write. You are preparing less than type, hence you have to concentrate on highest limit. So in the second class interval, highest limit is 20, hence write it as less than 20. Here highest limit is 30, write it as less than 30. Here highest limit is 40, write it as less than 40. Here highest limit is 50, write less than 50. This is a way of preparing less than type 1. Now we have to prepare the fourth column, CF. How to prepare cumulative frequency? These two you write off as it is, 2. Now these 2 add to 12. 2 add to 12 will get 14. Now 14 add to 2 will get 16. Now 16 add to 4 will get 20. Now 20 add to 3 will get 23. This is the way of preparing CF, children. See, this number should be equal to this number. When you add all frequencies, that sum should be equal to what the number you will get it for that number. Then only you are on right track. This is a way of preparing the table. After preparing the table, drawing the graph is very simple. So draw the graph. Cumulative frequencies, you have to take it on y-axis, children. Here I have written cumulative frequency, and here you have to write class intervals. Means you have to write it as less than type 1 here. And now concentrate how to plot the graph. So before that you must write the scale, children. Writing scale is very, very important. X-axis, this is for x-axis. How I have taken 10, 20, 30 means difference between two numbers is 10. Hence x-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 10 units. Difference between two number is 10 there. Hence 10 units. Look at the y-axis. So difference between two number is how much is there? 2. Hence y-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 2 units. You must write the scale. So here now let us plot the points. How to plot the points is, here see less than 10 and 2 means 10 comma 2. 10 on x-axis is here and y-axis 2 is here. Both coordinate will get here. This is the point of 10 comma 2. Next is 20 comma 14. So 20 is here and 14 is here. So we'll get here 20 comma 14. Next is 30 and 16. So 30 is here, 16 is here. So this point is for 30, 16. And next is 40, 20. So 40 is here and 20 is here. So hence we'll get it. The point is here. Next 50 is here and 23 is here. So 50 here, 23 in the sense between 22 and 24, children. Here we will get somewhere like this. Now you have to join all these points with the help of your ruler, and with the straight lines only you have to do. Don't do like this. With the help of ruler you have to do. So let me show how you will get the graph is just like this. You will get it. This is 10 comma 2, 20 comma 14, 30 comma 16, 40 comma 20 and 50 comma 23. This is the way of joining all the points. Very simple. Prepare the table and draw the graph. Easily you can get 3 marks, children, from OG. Next, let us move on to the last problem of this class. Construct tangent to a circle of radius 5 cm such that angle between tangents is 60 degree. This kind of problem also definitely will come for the exam. Understand the problem. Here we have to construct tangent to a circle. So what is the circle radius is 5 cm. And very important thing you wanted to understand is here the angle between the tangent is 60 degree. Very, very important. Here angle between tangent is given, not angle between the radii. When angle between the tangents given, you must find angle between the radii, children. So angle between radii. How to find angle between radii? In 180 degree angle between tangents you have to subtract. So in 180 degree subtract the 60 degree. So you will get 120 degree. This is angle between the radii. Now let us construct. So what is the radius of the circle here? That is 5 cm. Hence first construct a circle having 5 cm. So circle I have drawn and center is O, and I mark this point as A, and 5 cm I have mentioned here. Next we have to construct angle of 120 degree. How to construct angle of 120 degree? Take less than half of the radius of OA. OA is 5 centimeter. Take less than half of 5 centimeter means less than 2.5 centimeter. No need to take with the help of your ruler. Approximately you can take. I have taken, draw one semicircle. Next, this as center, cut an arc like this. Next, this as center, cut an arc like this. Next, again, this point C, join this point to this O and produce this just like this. Now this gives the 120 degree angle. That is 120 degree angle, children. Next, let us construct tangents at point A. For that also, don't take more than half of the radius, take less than half of the radius itself. I have taken less than half of the radius. Now this as center, cut an arc. Again this as center, cut another arc. Now this as center, cut this arc, and again this as center, cut another arc. These two arcs should intersect. Now join this point to A and produce the line just like this. So how we have constructed tangent at A, same tangent you have to construct at B. Children, once if you have taken the radius, throughout the problem you have to maintain the same radius, you should not change. Again construct a semicircle. Now this as center, cut an arc like this. Again this as center, cut an arc like this. Now this as center, cut another arc, and this as center, cut another arc. Now join this point to B and produce just like this. These two lines, this line and this line, has to intersect. Both has to touch. Until then you have to produce these lines. Now these two lines are intersected. So that point, you call it as any name. I am calling it as A and mention there that is a 60 degree. See, these measurement they have given. Angle of tangent means this measurement they have given. When angle of tangent is given, this is a way of constructing the figure. First you have to find radii and then we have to construct the figure. Very important, this kind of problem. See, today we have solved all important problems only. Mean is important, and this constructing tangents to a circle is very important, and OG also important. So all problems for practice very well. I hope you have understood these problems. So please subscribe for my channel. Thank you.